Appreciate you joining me today, folks, here on Deep River Farm. Just wanted to give you a quick update. The fires up in McDowell County are over halfway contained. Thank goodness the winds have died down. Once that tree fell through the power lines yesterday and the fire was started, most of that fire was spread due to the high winds spreading the embers from the original ignition point, spreading it throughout the area with all the high winds blowing the sparks and the ashes everywhere and landing in that debris that was left from the hurricane, which pretty much made it a tinderbox. But the Crooked Creek area, the evacuation orders have been lifted, so they're not requiring evacuations anymore. A lot of people had to evacuate into the First Baptist Church there in Old Fort. So all that's been lifted. No further evacuations at this time. Things are looking good. Winds have died down now up in the mountains, and the possibility of rain is ongoing. I was in Caldwell County today. A little bit of rain falling up there. It was not enough to put anything out or anything, but it was doing some sprinkling. That's about all I'd call it. But did want to also pass along another piece of information. I talked with Pastor Tim just a few minutes ago, and that tragedy that happened at Reagan National Airport up there in Washington, he told me that one of the guys he went to college with that was a pastor up in Maryland, and some of his congregation was on that plane. So keep those folks in your prayers. Keep all of those that was tragically killed in that incident in your prayers, including those on the military helicopter and so forth. But we just wanted to bring you up to date. I've had several people ask about the fires and what the situation was, so wanted to bring you up to speed on that. I'm going to have some more information on some of the flooding and stuff that had taken place. I went to locations today that have not been to way back in the mountains. I'm talking about way back in there. It was so far back in there that there wasn't even a SOS signal on the cell phone at all, and wanted to bring you some footage from those areas that was what you would consider way back up in the hollers, and so you could see those locations and what had taken place there. I've seen a lot of sand, but I've not seen it literally 10 feet deep. But that footage will be coming. We've got some footage coming in tomorrow. Our talk with Colton up at Red Hill, and that'll be premiering tomorrow. So just wanted to bring you up to speed. We're putting a little bit of the gardening stuff on the channel again since it's getting close to that time. And there's a lot of folks up in western North Carolina that's in the 27 counties up there. A lot of affected flood victims and things that get a lot of their information here, trying to show them some ways they can grow and get some stuff started for basically no cost. So you'll want to check out those videos. One of them today was Save Your Milk Jugs. And we got one coming up talking about your own compost, how you make your own compost, what you can do with it. And then we've got another one coming called how to get free compost, where you can get it. So just keep in mind that those videos are coming. If you enjoy growing your own food and eating healthy and not eating all them preservatives and all that stuff they spray on the fruits and vegetables out of your local grocery store, you may want to consider growing your own stuff to become more healthy, and that way you're not sick and in the doctor's office and dependent on the big Farm A. We can't say that word, they'll cut us off the channel. But the Farm A, the big part of that, is designed to keep you sick and dependent upon them. So I think our nomination, Romeo Foxtrot Kilo, is going to really put a hindrance on these food companies that's delivering all this garbage into the grocery stores, and it's going to put a hurting on them. And I think they're going to try their best to keep him out of there, because there's so many of the people north of the Potomac getting their pockets lined by these big Farm A locations. You know who we're talking about. And this big, there's like 4 main food distributors in the United States that over 80% of your food passes through. So that's where all the garbage is coming from. And with you eating garbage, you're going to be dependent upon staying sick and having to depend on pills and continually in and out of the doctor's office. And a lot of this stuff is creating some diseases that you can't get rid of, and they're terminal. I appreciate you joining me today. Hope you'll stay tuned for future videos that we've got coming up on this stuff, and we'll try to keep you updated as much as we can. And then continuing our coverage of the Western North Carolina Hurricane Helene information and stuff that's coming out about that, and all the Operation Mountain Relief. I appreciate you joining me today on Deep River Farm. Have a blessed evening.